Oh, Lord, so this is the wishy-washy episode. So Jennifer gets back, and lo and behold, Jake is there. I don't know why Jake just didn't go home. Y'all getting a divorce. So he had to get back to the dogs because he looked at the security cam and they was sad and the person taking care of him was at work. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna go feed my babies. I don't buy that for 1 second. You wanted to get away from Jennifer. As do we all. You're trying to figure out where your head's at, Jennifer? You don't like him. You've never liked him. Yeah, you wanted to be in a different space with a different man. Or woman. Why are you lying to yourself? Because you ain't lying to us, because we ain't buying it. With the blonde and the butt, she still ain't got her I love you or an I love it. This girl has completely lost herself. The butt got her going to bed at 10:30. And you ain't doing nothing when you in there, so what's the piggity? So Brianna and Vincent are talking about who's most likely to throw the curveball. Vincent says, Jennifer and boring Jake, they don't like each other. No, both of them are gonna say, yeah, we're done, if they have any sense. Oh God. Vincent, I am sick of your Ferdinand the Gentle Bull act. Oh God, now you heard that the heifer said you want to organize. You've been disorganized since you came out the pee. Let the heifer help you. You take shit to heart too much. She didn't say you were a bad person. You're a little disorganized. It's okay. She an engineer. She's super doot. Use that to your advantage. Calm down, dude. Y'all two in love. Now Vincent gonna say, well, I didn't want to be with anyone assertive and direct. So we got the butt talking to his friends. He's like, I just sometimes want to talk about sports and not my feelings. Well, maybe if you had a little more sex with her, she might shut up. So Brianna called her mama. So she telling her mama he be blowing stuff out of proportion. The mama said, well, look, if he can't take you being direct, then you got to move on, because that's you. And he's too easily embarrassed. So now we got the blonde calling her friend Vicky. You gonna tell her that you ain't get that dicky? She keeps saying, friend, I've got a built-in friend. That's a red flag to me. Sounds a little sissy. A sorority sister, but I paid less for him. Sister. A sorority sister. It's very sisterly. He can't run and he can't hide, but he ain't getting between your thighs. So she don't tell her friend the truth. She's like, oh, I think we're good. You ain't got I love you and you ain't got dick. You just desperate. You hoping against hope. You like, well, you can't let people run you like that. That's his little scheme of running you. Fuck him. Move on. Oh, so now we got Jennifer Aniston and her friend who she should probably be dating. You don't want to give up too quickly. You don't want him. You're not interested. Now at the final stretch, now you want to act like you give a shit? Girl, boom, you was just returning the bracelet. You just mad you ain't gonna have nobody to argue with when the show's over. You've showed your ass all season. You ain't getting a redemption now. Some days he's fine, some days he's not. No, you're just fake. And he reacts to your fakeness. Girl, okay, he 38, about to be 39 and is single. How old are you? Because you look a smooth 35, and honestly, a Rob Dixon hard 40. I mean, you are no physical prize. Or mental. She gonna say, maybe I'll be able to see it if I give him a little more time. It's been 8 weeks of arguments. Move on. I'm sick of you playing at him. You're just trying to give yourself a positive edit. I see your game, Jennifer. Now we got the conservatives telling his friend he gonna go on and marry her drunk butt. No, you're controlling. That's your issue. Her issue with you is you're controlling. It's not passion, it's control. But also, she does kind of want to, tramp it up sleeping at her friends. I think you should leave her. She gonna cheat on you, and it's gonna break your little heart and your smaller penis. Now he's whining he ain't her number one person. You don't want to get blindsided. She already told you she gonna get drunk and go sleep with them boys. I don't know what's to be blindsided about. She told you. I suggest you get an affair going with the stewardess and call it a day. And I would also say from what I've seen from the drunk, she's not fit to be a mother. She clocks out too quickly and she gonna leave you with that kid and you gotta fly off? Oh, God. So now with the blonde and the butt, they're taking a personality test for compatibility. Why don't you have sex and see how that works? Because what if it's bad? Y'all done wasted 8 weeks of your lives. If you don't shut up and fuck your wife. So the next morning with Brianna and Vincent calling his cousin. So he telling his cousin about how he overreacted to the unorganization and then said he was turned off by the bossy. But that was the speech, and they really did overdo the bossy. Your friends didn't help with that. Nobody wants to hear about how bossy somebody is going into a relationship. Oh, goodness, so now we got the drunk talking to her friend Erin, who she should be fucking. Because the conservative ain't it. So the drunkard telling her friends that, look, if you ain't gonna come out with me, then it gotta be okay with me partying, because I'm gonna shimmy and shake. So now we get to the moving topic. You gonna move in with him? You gonna have to give up breeding them cats he allergic to if you wanna make it twerk, or make it work. So we got the last date night with the blonde and the butt. So the best part of being married at first sight for the blonde, well, I guess it was your butt. He gonna say, well, I wouldn't have wanted to go through this with anybody else no matter what happens on decision day. So, like I said, it's the wishy-washy episode. Now, didn't y'all just write commitment letters and you said love butt? Didn't you just say love the butt to her? And now you don't know what's gonna happen on decision day. Phil, you better stay with Lil. She's gonna storm off. Well, can't we talk about decision day in a more positive light? Not if he leaving you. He wouldn't even give you the dick. So now Brianna and Vincent are on their last date night. So Brianna says, this is a big decision. Are we gonna work through our difficulties and get to the light at the end of the tunnel? I think y'all can. So they going through their little problems. I'm a little bossy. It's hard for me to ask for help. They gonna stay together. Oh God, Jennifer and boring Jake. Why are y'all still together? Why? For what? So now dating's too exhausting for her. You realize you were not that cute, didn't have that much to offer, nor are you that interesting. I know she's Sarah plain and tall, but does she have to be a yawn as well? So after 8 weeks, you decide, you know what, I want to play with my Popeye. I hope he moves on from you. Boring Jacob, you can't pinpoint how you feel. The heifer don't want you, avoided you, and gave back your $800 bracelet. Y'all don't like each other. And if you can't understand that about yourself, honey, I can't help you. But then again, you can't understand your sissy either. Because I'm telling you, him and the butt were the real match. Oh my goodness, now Jennifer Aniston wants to be a therapist. She's learned so much during the process, even though you couldn't take the therapist's advice about disrespecting him and his gift. You don't want to get a divorce, Jennifer. You can't stand him. And his steak and egg farts. Now she got used to the gas, I guess. They both sitting there with the white people pout face. Yeah, we're getting divorced. Oh, Lord, the conservative and the drunkard. So the conservative wants to marry his drunkard, but she's unsure. He's been looking for this for a long time. Oh, not the candy broke up cry. She said, I'm worried we ain't found a middle ground on your 1950s ways. She said, maybe you should give me a list of these items since I got a text. My guy friends is an issue. What time do I need to be home? You needed a Jennifer Aniston, a Sarah boring and tall. So she believes in fate, but not soulmates, especially since you thought your last wife was your soulmate. So how can she trust your discernment? She said, I don't think you have one soulmate. She telling you one of them friends is a soulmate too. So with the blonde and the butt, she's tired of him withholding back on sex and emotion. I don't know what you get other than that sorority sister you were talking about. And I guess if you want a scissor sister marriage, get your snip on. So she said, okay, I'm ready to go to bed and tomorrow we'll be husband and wife forever. And the butt says, Vincent and Brianna is having fun, so we know they're gonna stay together. Oh, hell no. He said he got a surprise for her and he gonna cut one of her braids. Child, you messed up the merge. He thought he was gonna help her take her hair out. Back with Jennifer and boring Jake. We have our issues, but we're still here and we're still in it. Please. You want the check and the exposure. Boring Jacob, you gotta stop saying we were matched for a reason. You were matched for a rating, not a reason. With the conservative, the drunk still doubtful about this marriage. This heifer wants out. She wants Aaron. That's who she wants. She need to go on and get with him. I wonder if he's down for the throuple that she's looking for. They still arguing about where they gonna live. That's not the issue. The issue is she thinks she can do better. And she can. She needs a drunk her speed, not somebody on the fast track to coot. Cause he'll be a young coot, but a coot nonetheless. Now why Vincent gonna walk out saying it's been nice knowing you? You know you want her. They keep talking about, I don't want to go back to dating. I don't want to go back to dating. Shouldn't it be, I'm so in love with this person, I'm happy? Not, oh, I don't want to date again? That's just lazy. I want you to be in love with me, not a you'll do. Jennifer thinks she's in a good place with boring Jake. Yeah, because he knows he doesn't have to look at you any longer. So he just goes with the flow. He another one. I don't want to be 40 and dating. It's daunting. You are too fine to be worried about being 40 and you a good looking 40. You're 40 and firm, 40 and fit, 40 and fabulous. You've got a home, a pool. Please. You could do way better than closed off Jennifer. Oh God, now the drunkard doesn't like the word expect in a marriage. Yeah, you have expectations in a marriage. Oh my goodness. Get her off the show and into rehab. The drunkard says I gotta take back and think selfishly about what I want. And it's not the conservative. All right, well that was the shit. I'll see you soon. For Jersey.